Hey, I'm George.
I'm Jay, and we're from Sheppard.
We're from Sheppard. He's correct.
Yeah, it's been a big year for us. We've pretty much been on tour non-stop, so we haven't been back home in a while. Yeah, it's been really cool to see Geronimo take off overseas, and we don't really know how well it's ever doing in a country until we go there. So we just finished touring Europe, and it's massive over there, and it was just amazing to play all the festivals over there and see what sort of fans we have.
It's funny as well because it didn't actually come out at the same time in all of the different countries. It was about a year and a half ago that Geronimo went #1 in Australia. And because of that success, we were able to take it over to Europe and the UK and obviously America. And it's all been sort of happening in little spurts around the world. And we've been sort of chasing that. So it's a bit confusing for us, but it's been fantastic to sort of see the rise over and over again of Geronimo.
The big difference is we find the fans really get into it a lot more overseas, outside of Australia. Australian fans kind of just keep to themselves and don't want to get into it, don't want to show that they are enthused. But the European fans go nuts. So yeah, we really enjoy playing in Europe.
I think it's also the summer thing, you know, like Europe and the United States. They've got this really harsh winter, like where some places you can't even go outside. You know, you're stuck in your home for the entirety of winter. So when summer comes along and you get a festival like Lollapalooza or like the festivals that we played in Europe, people just go crazy. You know, like it's their one moment to really party for the year, and everyone is just so in love and into it, and you can feel that emotion, you can feel that energy, and I think that's something that we've really enjoyed with this tour in particular. So it was actually a really gradual process. You know, it wasn't like, okay, we're going to start a band, here's 6 people, let's do it. It was more so my sister and I, Amy, we started as like a duo, you know, like a sort of folkier kind of guitar duo. And it was just a lot of fun. You know, we had all of this time to, you know, build our sort of skills with this, you know, folky stuff. And then Jason came along and he sort of shook things up a bit, introduced a little bit of a pop element, and we all really kind of gelled creatively, and we haven't looked back since. It was like the 3 of us, we wrote Bombs Away over the last sort of 3-4 years, just kind of jamming, really. It wasn't like we decided to write an album. It was just, you know, Jay came over and he's great on guitar, he's a great songwriter, and you know, we had the melodies, and it was very organic.
Yeah, it was just fun. We just wanted to create music. We didn't really have any intention to start a band. But after we wrote a lot of songs and recorded them, we were like, okay, we have something here. Maybe we should put a band together. There are only 3 songwriters in the band, and we get together and flesh out the songs. Pretty much whatever. We take them to the studio and then record them. And then when they're done, we take them to the band and we teach it to the band. And there's always a sort of different element that gets added when you introduce it to the other band members. So it tends to grow the more we play it, you know, and there's more energy into it. Yeah.
I think being at a festival is it's quite different to playing your own headline show, because it's, you know, you're going to have the majority of the audience that might not know who you are, and you know, your own headline show, you have all of these people that have driven hours to come and watch you play, and so you can put in songs that are like fan favorites, you know, songs that might not necessarily be like as exciting or as involving the audience, but there are people that are in the audience that are going to really appreciate it. Whereas at a festival, it's all about, you know, just having a party, like having the high energy, high octane songs, and just trying to have as much fun as possible on stage. Well, we very much live in the moment, you know. We kind of try and take each day as it comes, and we have these inspirations, we have these dreams, but it's never any sort of set, like, okay, this is what we're going to do this month, the next month we're going to do that. It's never like that. It's just sort of experiencing every day as it comes and making the most of it. But in the immediate future, we're going back to Australia to start conceptualizing album #2. Hey, what's up? We're Sheppard, and this is GRAMMY Pro.